All right, Tech 2 students, it is the second to last week of school, and it is a continuation of Project 3.1 and a continuation of the control layer. Our job this week is to finish the control layer, that is the code, and to package your app for downloading and installing on Android devices. So the big idea, creativity and computer science, and the essential question, how can I design and create an app that is wanted or needed? And this week, the learning and language targets are, I can program the control layer, that is the code of my app in MIT App Inventor, and package it for Android devices, which means, oops, and there is a misspelling. Create is what it should say, an APK file. I can do this by reading my design brief, watching and listening to this video, and by using the code blocks in MIT App Inventor. And I am also going to show you how to not just package it for download and for installation, but how to create an icon that lets you, that appears on the screen of the Android device. We are continuing Project 3.1, and your job this week is to watch this video, to read the contents of your design brief, to log into MIT App Inventor, to open your project that you worked on last week. So far, this is all a repeat. Build your code, and then send your app to me for testing. If you cannot download an emulator, if you have a Chromebook, don't even try, you can't do it. Add an icon for your app. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then use the build menu to download an APK file, and then turn in that file. That is turning in your app. There are some links and information, and this week I will drop this slideshow into the lesson in the Google Classroom because it does have a link to Sketchpad. Right? Actually, I'll probably just drop a Sketchpad link. And then please pay attention to the following. So we talked about coding last week, and in last week's lesson, you can find links to the different videos that I found and a couple that I made that should help you get your code done. Again, email me, please, if you have coding questions or need help in getting that finished. The things I want to show you here are two things. How to get your APK file, that is how to create a file that will install on an Android phone or device, and how to make the icon. Now, when I mean the icon, I am talking about the thing that appears on the home screen of a phone that identifies your app. If we look right here, we can see examples of phone screens that are full of those app icons. Here is the icon for Facebook. You can see the icon here for Chrome. All kinds of icons for the different apps that are on the phone. And you're going to make one of these. Now, in MIT App Inventor, on the home screen, or I should say your home screen or screen one, is where you do this. Over here in the components, I have the screen one highlighted right here. And if I look in the properties of the screen one component, then I go down about midway, and right here it says icon. And what it says inside there is a file name. Now that is the icon that I used for the Falcon COVID-19 app. You should have an icon that identifies your app. And then if you're wondering, well, mister, where do I find an icon? You're going to make one. And I'm going to show you a quick way how to do that. The other thing you're going to do is you're going to create a file that can be installed on an Android device. And you do that up here in the Build menu. So right up here on your menu bar, go to Build, and you have two options. Provide a QR code for APK. That is a link where the person that has the Android device can go and link to it. But I want to put these on download from a website that has been created to hold student-made apps, where anybody in the world can go and download the apps that we have created. So I would like you to go to the second choice, save .apk to my computer. So if you click that, it is going to open up a window here in just a moment and tell you that it is building the app. You'll get this little progress bar, and then it's going to download it just like things download in the Chrome browser on the lower left part of the browser window. There it goes. Once your file is downloaded, attach it to this assignment. And again, please add your icon before you do that. Now, how do you make an icon? Well, I am going to put in a link to a online drawing software called Sketchpad. If you also take my Tech One class, you're very familiar with this. Sketchpad, and I will open up, and it should, when it opens up, and I'm going to press New, give you an opportunity to set the size of your canvas, the area that you're going to work on. And I am going to suggest that we're going to do it in pixels, 250 by 250. That is bigger than the icon ultimately ends up being, but that's the size that Google has you set for your icon. That is your profile, that little round circle next to it. It's a good size that will shrink down to make a nice icon. So if you set it 250 by 250, that will work. And it gives you a little room to work right in here. Now, I'm not going to give you a full Sketchpad lesson, but I will say that you will have the opportunity to do some easy things. You can certainly draw. You have different pen tools here in Sketchpad, pencil and pen and paintbrush, and you can do that and change your colors if you want to. Oops, here's your color. And if that's what you want to do, freehand draw your icon, you certainly can. But if you really want to, and then I'm going to go to my pointer. If I just want to get rid of what I did, highlight it, and the delete key. Now, Sketchpad has some clip art. So if I am going to make a donut app, I'll bet if I look at the menu, I can find a pre-done donut picture. Here we go, a delicious donut. So now I have my donut, I can resize it, and I can stretch it out. And then if I want, I can add text to it, and I can choose my font that I want to add to it. So you can customize this pretty much the way that you want to do. My donut app, my dough app. And oops, go back to your pointer. And now you can move this text. You can manipulate it. You can turn it if you want to. And then you can also choose how it lines up. You can choose if you want to outline around it. You can change the different colors of it, and you can make yourself a pretty cool icon. There it is. A very quick and easy icon. And then here you can go to the disk symbol on the lower left, click export, download a .jpeg or a .png. I like PNGs better. They scale better than a JPEG. A .png file will upload very nicely to MIT App Inventor, and it will be a crisper and cleaner image, even if it changed sizes than a JPEG will. So download PNG, there it goes, and you now have an icon, and you can see from this video that literally took minutes. So that's it, you guys. Wrap up those apps, add an icon, and make that .apk file. Next week, we want to celebrate our completed apps that are ready for people to download to their Android devices. Don't hesitate to pop into an office hour. I have one every day of the week, and I post those times and links to the Google Classroom every morning. You guys have a fantastic week.